Okay, everyone, I'm back into FireRed. We're already starting at the starting screen, but we'll skip the rest. Smash through it, and I hope the sound is better today, that it is slightly more controlled. Or I realized that the sound from the game itself was a bit too low in the last episode. As I said, I haven't used that much voice acting or commentating in this one, so I'm just gonna start evolving Nidoran. We got Horn Attack last time by getting level 22, but you need in FireRed and Leaf Green to evolve Nidorino at 22 to get Thrash. At or before 22. And with Stone evolutions and trade evolutions, I usually wanna try and get as high of a level as possible. That isn't doesn't ruin any moves. Because 90 power, as said, it's a guaranteed 2-turn attack, so before the bad stuff happens, so you could easily go for a 2-turn move. Peck without stab. Sure, if it's super effective, it's stronger on flyers, but I'll just thrash it then at that point, I feel. Otherwise, yeah, I try to keep it as high as possible. So now we have one row of cabins left to get through. Of SSN, and in this episode, otherwise I hope we'll get through the gym. Definitely. The question lies in if we'll get how far after that. Alright, I have forgotten to check out gym levels, but I don't think I will get too extremely overleveled. But yeah, we're looking to try and clean this up a bit. Hopefully not overlevel anything. As I said, it's not hardcore Nuzlocke super strict rules with the levels, but we like to keep it the same level. I would have been a bit mad if we had both a crit and super or poison. Why do they give so much XP? Pidgeot is already almost overleveled. And sure, I can play a bit with Char, but I need to limit what I use against the rival as well. Like now, we can just... Okay, if we hit double team, it's a bit annoying. Fresh, 90 power at a fully evolved Pokémon. It's just a knockout. If the opponent has 1 or 2 Pokémon that are not Ghost, Rock or Steel type, Fresh is just too powerful. Pokémon, right, I need to... it's been a bit for this, but yeah, I wanna check like 69, but yeah, we wanna have the stats. I wanna have the stats for potentially some documentation. You are not... A few trainers left. And this is why I've tried to avoid or haven't used talking in every single video, because I feel like if I get tired and want to stop talking, the video is worse if I talk and then go silent compared to just no commentary. I thought that was the fresh spot. It becomes a bit more weird when I stop talking than if I was just no commentary all the time. Really. But yeah, I had a tiring day at work, but I need to get this recorded. I'm a bit behind on schedule. It's not a one-hit KO with just one Intimidate. Oh, wait. Wilson in charge, like split the XP. See if that works. It'll take a bit of time, but I'm resistant to the fire moves at least. Now it probably takes two. Here we go. Like that's half of the XP. We have two more rooms. So far the zone is awesome, so you're just a talking room, yeah. And then we have this room. And it's also just a talking room, so okay, we're quite fine. We have quite a handful of Pokémon that are still low enough level so we shouldn't ding completely from fighting the rival. Nice poison point. Ooh, now we're fresh. Get up, we'll go down. I risked it a bit with the psychic move, but that's a second knockout, and we'll either get a War Turtle or Vermilion. Nah, we're confused. I think we'll do this. Send in Granite. Special defense isn't that good. And only rock resists. Ground does not resist fire, so... And now we just sank the ship with the magnitude, but I think the blue, green, whatever you wanna call him, Gary, the rival, isn't as bad as people remember him to be, but yeah, I see, like, I kind of feel like I want a middle ground between green and, say, Hop in a rival, because personally, and I've felt this all the way since I was a kid, teenager, that sure, a rival should be a bit different from you, something that a bad person makes it so that it's easier that you wanna beat this person, you wanna be better than them because they are bad, but at the same time, if the person is too bad, too cocky, too not a person that like you like or get interested in, then it's not a rival anymore. It's not someone you wanna beat. Because you know they are a bad person and you already know that you're better than them. So why the need to beat them at that point? Alright, I'm not gonna teach cut to anyone that is. Alright, I am to Mina, but we're up here, I can heal. Anyway. So, minnows. No, not that. Granite, switch, Winnedo. Bag. Oh. TMKs, open. Cut, use. And have on minnow. And this is why it's also a reason where I'm usually the odd one out. In the sense that I like HMs. I feel they are good. They are not as bad as people make them out to be. In a lot of cases, and I've always been like, can they be better? Can there be a better system? Yeah, of course they can. It's not a perfect system. But I'm also saying this, that compare HMs, early HMs, Gen 1 through 4, because 5 and 6 decreased the usage quite a lot. So Gen 1 through 4, the HM system that was used in them, take them, compare to anything at all that has been introduced Gen 7 and forward. And we're not talking, as said, about middle grounds or slightly improvements. We're talking either Gen 1 through 4 HMs or any of the system Gen 7 and forward. I'll take HMs. Any day of the week, I'll take HMs. And feel like they are far funner and better system. Because it's you and your team. Having a legendary ride you around, having a weird ghost bike, having rental Pokémon that you have no connection to, and that you many times, like, it's just the feeling, it's just off and wrong and bad, and also at the same time it's part of the easiness system that they made it too easy to get those compared to back in the day. And all the arguments about how you're limited to what Pokemon you can use, you need an HM user, or split up the moves, it disturbs your team, etc, etc, etc. It's just bad arguments, in my opinion, because most of the time the bad HMs are early on in the game. Very, very few people, very, very few of the games have it so that you have your ultimate full team of 6 from the get-go. You will have room for a Rock Smasher early on. And Rock Smash is maybe the worst HM because it's usually used in the Victory Road. And due to that, it's a bad move that needs to be used late. Do Magnemite have Levitate? No, it doesn't. Nice. So yeah, but others, Flash, Cut, Dive, no. Especially Flash and Cut, they are so early in the game, they are not, I don't think they ever been mandatory, apart from a few spots like here in Kanto. And like, take Pokemon that you can catch up until this point. I don't believe you if you say that you have already found the 6 Pokemon that you will want to use all the game through, and having Cut on one of them ruins it for you. I won't believe you. And then after that, the HMs aren't that bad. Strength and Fly are good moves for a playthrough. You do not need to have a perfectly VGC viable 6 Pokemon team for a playthrough. So you shouldn't expect HMs to be VGC viable moves in the same way. A 2-turn move with the level of AI we have is not that bad of a move. Yeah, it takes a bit of time, but it's a few seconds. Strength is a really good coverage move of normal because only Ghost, Rock and Steel aren't hit by normal type moves. So decently strong normal type move, especially on a normal type, is actually good coverage to lean back on. But yeah, enough ranting about HMs. I will always stand on the hill to bring back HMs. Of course I would want a better system, something similar to I think it was Insurgents that had it so that like several cutting move and flying moves could be used as cut and not just cut itself. Several fighting moves to be used as Rock Smash and Strength, etc. Yeah, something like that would of course be better than the pure HM system. I hate this puzzle. And like have more Pokemon be available to fly, etc. More water types like natural learning surf, or have HMs. I would say in a sense. Oh, come on. Is there any trick to this? Because the trainers will say it is the one next to it. So it won't be on the other side of the room. Finally, I actually got it. Woo. But yeah, have HMs, like, have it so that Pokemon can learn them, and it needs to be a Pokemon that can learn it, but maybe that you don't need to learn it to use it. But you still need a Pokemon on your team that would potentially be able to use it in the overworld. So it's still you and your team, you and your Pokemon. But yeah, now it's gym battle time, and we'll probably just sweep with Granite, depending on what happens with the moves, but it's, I think, only this Voltorb that is dangerous, because I think it has Sonic Boom, and Sonic Boom is a move that always does 20. It doesn't care about resistances or anything. Yeah, I think isn't it something about Gen 3 AI that makes it so they will always try and go for like status moves or have a high chance to use so to say support moves, stat increasing moves. And that's why Pikachu and Raichu are spamming double team. I missed. The thing is, a good magnitude, as long as it hits, will end this. The question is, will it hit? It hits, it's a 7, it's a decent one. Oh, it is a one-hit KO. Let's go. Badge boost, Shockwave. Shockwave is a good move, it's a move that never misses if we need it. So let's move you. I think this is more or less the team, not counting that Minnow was caught early. So we have, I usually want to check the stats and levels just before or after gym, after the checkpoints, so to say. 24, 23, 24, 24, 23, and 10. Now 23 minutes in, so we should be fine to keep going for quite a bit at this point. So the next move is to clear out this route over here, 11. Which I'll say, because I said most Pokemon, 24 was the max level before Lieutenant Search, and most Pokemon were 23 or 24. Oh, this is a bad matchup. And this is one of those matchups I mentioned last episode where I will swap out anyway. Grass on a poison type is just way too slow. Oh my god. Oh, magnitude 4. And now we get 8, of course. Let's see if we can get one more fight before we have to retreat. Because I know there should be like a worker or gambler or something that has Magnemites where I want to use Granite on this route, if I remember correctly. Oh my god. And like this is the absolute worst opponent. For Ivysaur. Still the only poison flying family in the entirety of over 1,000 Pokemon. But yeah, grass does not really work against poison flying. Oh, whoops. Don't really need. Oh. You already have them. Or like, it does have double kick, doesn't it? So Granite wouldn't be that good of an option here. Oh my, what is up with this poisoning rate? Poison point doesn't matter anyway at this point. Hopefully Char is enough here, but nice. Luckily this is not a Nuzlocke, so I don't have to double check Granite's status. Oh, too much clicking, sorry. And run back. Like, this is usually how I play. It might take a bit of a time, but I'd rather go back and forth and heal than spend the money on antidotes. Okay, that's the worst type of swap you could have, or I could have done. But it's a 2 Pokemon trainer, so it's easy to go into other Pokemon unless I get slept. Holy. Is it like 5 turns before guaranteed? I've been playing so much Pokemon Champions that I don't remember how bad sleep could be back in the day. But there we go. What? Miss? Come on. There we go. Up. leveled up. I was thinking about how I need to upload some more videos this week, but you were done. You're like a worker or something. Yeah. What does Magnemite have? Is it sturdy? Because it could be sturdy, because sturdy was bugged in EM3. It was either designed wrong and changed, or it was bugged. But like, it only protects from one hit KO moves like Fisher and Sheer Cold, and those moves are so rare anyway that you don't really care anyway about resisting those moves. So that's why Sturdy was changed to be the actual like good inbuilt-in focus sash that it is today. Clean sweep of the Magnemite Magneton trainer, and we have a Granite evolution for this episode. You were really short-sighted, my man. Oh, come on. Wanna be a bit careful with like Pidgeotto and Char, as I'm most likely gonna use them a lot in the gym, but I'll also have a third Pokemon before the next gym that is usable, so we'll have to see which ones I end up using. Your X-Defend. You're most likely a worker again. Man, evolved and going for a magnitude 10 immediately. Oh, I forgot to check. I can technically check the video now, it should be decently fine, but that was... Otherwise we'll have Lonely Nature, and these are the stats. I think it was 222111. Will you be fire now? You've been grass and water for the other two. Yeah, you are. Holy! Granite is out for the takedowns today. After evolving. Like a perfect order. 10, 9, 8. We're going in exactly that order. I think this is an item. Yeah, nice. Your trainer. So 2 more trainers. So it's like the 4 base elements or starter elements. Fire, water, grass, and then electric for Pokemon Yellow. It's a bit funnier in Let's Go where the gamblers are using mainly one-hit KOs and really gambling with their fights. Been like magnituding and destroying this entire area. Now we have you. Should be final train of the route. Doesn't matter for me. You using regular normal type attacks. And that like name reminder I feel like is also not something you need to have on you all the time. I could easily have a name reminder or deleter just earlier in the game. Don't want to trade that. There is a Professor's Aid here, right? Do I have enough Pokemon? 30 species. Only 22, so, but it should be, that's for item finder, so it should be fine for the HMs, right? How are we looking? We're looking at 38 minutes, so we should be able to grow up into the front, bag, Pokeballs, we have 14. Now we go the Diglett's Tunnel. Diglett's Cave. Let's see if I go mad from this or not. I was when I played FireRed on... Oh. That's way too strong. Ah, decent distance between the Diglets. No, Diglett has way too low defense. We can't attack them with the team we have right now. It will just go bad. So let's Pokeball and see what a full odds is. Oh! Got it! Digger maybe is a good nickname. It's one of those, like I said, for this journey conversion, like what would you catch, what would you use? I think like Diglett's been one of those Pokemon that like always been funny. What? Is it really that fast that it's ruining my because it should say arena trap, like can't escape due to arena trap if it is arena trap. Yeah, now I can play. It's just that it is fast. Because that's why I have Pidgeotto, because I think it is that arena trap only works on Pokemon that are on the land, so flying types are not affected by it. And we know we most likely can attack at level 19 if a shiny shows up. And that's why we're doing this, or why I'm not using any repels. It's the reason that you never know if a shiny will show up. Like, every time you use a repel, you're missing out on a chance to get shinies. You hear so many people say they've never encountered shiny Pokemon. Or very few. Most of the time they have probably been moving, like using repels and ruining their own chances for random shiny. So, do you have anything to say? No, just flash for Rock Tunnel. But you're the aid that gives me. Yeah, 10 species is enough. Like, this is what I feel is good about HMs as well, but it doesn't have to be HMs, but it's a good system overall that Flash isn't mandatory. It's annoying to not have it. Rock Tunnel is big and long. To not use Flash within. But it's not necessary. Like, it's not necessary at all to use it. So a move that isn't necessary, it is hidden. It's kinda hidden. Like, you will have, out of curiosity, go over here. You will have to catch Pokemon. That's part of the game. Like, you should be doing that in order to obtain it as well. And like, you need to remember that, oh, this is Viridian, so, or the north of Viridian, so we go into Pewter, and then we had this place here that needed cut. That's up to you as a player to learn not to be handheld into going to. No, we don't need seismic toss. I think it's like power based on level, so it might be slightly better later on, but not right now. Now we have that done. We can go back. There's a chunk of the way. Like, this isn't too bad to get through. without repel, and I get a handful of shiny encounter chances. Ooh, Dark Trio, we actually encounter one, naturally. I think I have caught both before our one final encounter. Ah, Dark Trio again, oh my god. And this is also the thing, like, here the game gives you a ground type. Like if you have the water starter that is weak to electric, you have a perfectly, even if you skip Nidorinos and Nidorans, you have a perfectly good encounter there. And this one, like this one is spawned in order for you to be curious to like, okay, where should I go? Or like, ooh, who are you? Like, you weren't here before. You talk to him, he says, go to Route 2. They have a package for you. This is what games need. Clues, not hand-holding. And now we're up and through. Do we need to gain health? No, we don't really, do we? Pokémon. Switch in Vermilion to give him some levels. But I think this will be the final trainer for this episode. We're 50 minutes. Oh, come on. Okay. Swapping Pokemon. Like there might be some fighting types in the cave, but otherwise it might not be that many. Pokemon for Crow to fight in the rock tunnel, so go for it. But yeah, final train of the episode will be about 50 minutes after this. I want to keep it not too far above 1 hour if I can avoid it, but also get through. The playthrough, I usually end up somewhere in the maybe 30 to 40 range, playing the way I play. Of hours of game time, so we have a quite long time to go, so... yeah. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one.